number ones. He's had 14 number ones and sold over 43 million albums worldwide. But now Louis Walsh and Westlife's Kian Egans are risking their reputations as they join forces to launch a brand new girl group, Wonderland.
I don't think people realise what I actually do. I live, love, eat and breathe the music business.
Together they've selected 5 girls from thousands of unknowns. Then worked for 2 years behind the scenes as they attempted to transform these 5 ordinary girls into superstars.
Nothing moves me anymore. I'm as cold as a stone.
We've followed their story through fashion and photo shoots to stadiums and stars.
Part of me that loves him as a friend, but actually I'm kind of becoming quite the fan as well.
For Louis and Kian, the stakes couldn't be higher as they battle to prove that Wonderland really are the next big thing. X Factor star Louis Walsh is the brains behind Boyzone, Girls Aloud, and of course, Westlife. And back in 2008, he teamed up with the band's Kian Egans to create a brand new girl band. The result was Wonderland.
If you're gonna write a love song, I don't wanna hear one. Save it for someone who likes it like that.
It really is a big deal that this band works for me and for Kian. I had a lot of negativity in Ireland about this from people in the business, but I've always proved them wrong, and I'm going to prove them wrong again.
Fingers crossed that people will love the music, but, it's scary. Louis rang me up about 2 years ago, just before Westlife were about to take our year off, and asked me, would I like to manage a girl band with him?
I was involved with Girls Aloud from the early days, and I said, I'd love to do it again, but do it differently.
And I was like, wow, yeah, I'd love to.
It really just snowballed from that.
In the summer of 2008, Louis and Kian auditioned thousands of girls and selected 5.
Hiya, my name's Casey.
Hi, my name is Karina.
Hello, my name's Jodie.
Hi, I'm Lee. Hi, my name is Sharon.
Sharon, 25, has a passion for music.
She's got an amazing, soulful, powerful voice.
And I'm trying to see what's on my mind.
She's very critical of herself. She's the mummy of the group, without a doubt. She's always cooking, always cleaning, always offering you a cup of tea.
Casey, 20, auditioned for the band straight from college.
The day Casey auditioned me, wow. She walked in and I thought, this girl looks like a pop star.
Let me know what you're feeling.
And then she sang like a pop star. I think she's one to watch in the band. I think she's going to be the sexy one.
Karina, 24, the joker in the pack.
Karina is kind of bubbly, mad one.
Hallelujah.
And vocally, she's got this really nice tone to her voice.
Lee, 21, a former journalism student.
Lee is kind of the me of the band. Takes the phone calls from the record label, bit of an organizer to her.
And in my head, I paint a picture.
I think she's probably going to be a sex symbol in the band as well. I know a lot of guys fancy her.
And there was one girl both the managers knew already, Jodie, 27.
Jodie was lucky because she was in a girl band already, and she was in Hollyoaks. She'd been round the block a bit.
I'm in chains.
Jodie, obviously, is my wife.
Jodie had to audition just like everybody else.
She doesn't get any special treatment. I'm sure people think that she does.
If she wasn't right for the band, I wasn't putting her in the band. There's no way. She's not in the band because she's married to Kian. I wouldn't have that. There's no passengers in Wonderland.
For the girls, getting into the band was the easy part.
We've had these 5 girls in development. It's like the old-fashioned way. It's like, get into rehearsal, learn your craft, learn the business. It's been a lot of hard work for them for 2 years, and nobody's known about it. We've kept the whole thing under wraps.
That is, until now, because we've had exclusive access to Wonderland as they've recorded tracks,
Is that right?
developed their style, and of course got to know each other.
Just look out for spooky bodies.
Sharon's afraid of the dark.
I'm afraid of the dark. I just don't like sleeping in pitch black. Casey, I just love her attitude to everything. She's just laid back and chilled. And
You don't sleep if you share a room with Lee.
Pain in my jaw and my stomach and everything. We just laugh and laugh.
Jodie has a lot of experience, so we look up to her for guidance.
We all can be moody, but most of the time we're very upbeat, and like if one's moody we understand like that they're just tired.
They know everything about each other and they've so gelled. I'd say they're probably best friends now.
By March 2010, the girls have been working together for well over a year. In just 3 weeks, they'll be facing their first challenge, making their stage debut as the support to Westlife on a massive arena tour. But there's a problem. They still haven't chosen a name, and for Kian, it's become an urgent decision.
Realistically, the first thing that you're going to be doing is obviously the Westlife tour, which means that we have to pick a name. So I want to get a shortlist today. Think about like who you are and your identity and your music.
We're not poppy, but we're a mature sound of that, so we don't want the name to be Kiddie.
The girls have had their hearts set on the name Midnight, but the other half of the management team wasn't convinced it was the right choice.
Well, look, Midnight's off the table because Louis hates it.
Yeah, that's fine.
He thinks it sounds like an Irish pub band.
Midnight, I just thought that's like a pub band. The weekend, 50p in. I didn't like this. It didn't sound special enough to me. Midnight.
Louis likes butterflies, so why not?
I hate that.
I hate that.
Come on, girls, you've had 2 years to come up with names. Get a dictionary, just look, and you'll see something amazing in it.
You didn't like Penny Lane.
You can't use a song title from a famous band, especially Penny Lane.
Do you like Paper Hearts?
Swayed as in your heart can sway.
Queen of Hearts, who came up with
Oh yeah, Queen of Hearts.
Is it a little bit like
Alice in Wonderland, kind of?
What about Penny Lane?
I really like that.
So realistically, you've got to like 22. Okay?
Okay. Thanks,
I'm a little bit worried about the name situation. I think, it's getting a little bit embarrassing at this stage. I've been doing promo for the tour for the last few weeks, and people are asking me about this band, and I don't have a name. So that's really starting to tick me off. And if Louis had just agreed to Midnight, we would have had a name, because everybody kind of liked that. But he really is against it, so I think they need to start picking themselves up a little bit and stop laughing about the place and start taking it a little bit more serious. They're just having a bit of fun, but to me it's not fun. I know that they're only going to have one shot at this. I know that if the first single isn't a success, the record label will drop them. If it doesn't work, that's the end of it.
While the girls throw around more names,
The anklet.
and with Louis in Ireland, co-manager Kian is meeting the record label's A&R manager. He's been working with the band since 2009 and wants to discuss what's going to happen in the next few months.
Like, recording-wise, what have you left to do?
We've got to finish this track with Steve Power and Steve Robson.
Yeah.
Hopefully at the end of next week.
So we really need that by the end of next week.
Yeah, we don't really want to waste any more time with it. We need to get somewhere for the girls to live.
And the first thing is the budget on that, so we have that.
Yeah.
Kian is definitely a nuts and bolts man. That's what he does with Westlife. I'll make the calls. We need this, we need the boys here, we need them there. So we're going to do the very same with the girls.
The name obviously has to be sorted out by in 4 days, so that sort of stuff will already be done. How they want to be styled on the tour and in the photo shoot and all that sort of stuff.
So realistically, we need a stylist, right?
Yeah. I love Casey's hair. I think
every time I see her, she's a different haircut.
that's what I like.
Yeah, but that's...
You never see the same Casey twice.
First time I ever saw her, she bleached short blonde hair, and now she's got like long hair that's curly on top and shaved on the side. It's like she needs to be.
I think she's at the forefront of modern hair technology for girl bands.
Listen, mate, look at your hairstyle, right?
Yeah.
For now, hairstyles can wait. Kian's not the only one anxious about deciding on the name. Label manager Ben is in charge of marketing the band, and he wants them to make their minds up.
On a serious note, though, just outside of everything, because obviously we spent now a year and a half trying to come up with a name very unsuccessfully. I think you really need a deadline, and you've got a deadline anyway, which is Wednesday, because otherwise you're going to miss the artwork for the programme, and you're going to be the first band on tour without a name, which will be quite interesting.
What's wrong with Paper Hearts or Paper Hearts?
We like Paper Hearts.
We love Paper Hearts.
Paper Hearts.
You don't like it?
I don't like every name until I live with it for like a few hours.
In the end, it's Kian who comes up with the name they can all agree on.
Myself and two of the guys from the record label were walking down the road, and we seen an advert for Alice in Wonderland on the side of a bus. And then we kind of just saw Wonderland and was like, oh, Wonderland, that could be quite cool. Look, Wonderland.
And there's a theme park in Canada called Wonderland.
And then we went back to the girls with it, and they loved it.
Us as a band,
We went to Louis with it. He fell in love with it. So all of a sudden, Wonderland was the name.
Still to come, Kian's got a big surprise for the girls.
Oh my God!
And Wonderland perform in front of an audience for the first time.
Yeah, but at least they're singing live, unlike a lot of other girl bands. Oops.